Welcome to Seeing Dead People, the mystery storytelling podcast with a clairvoyant twist. We end every episode with Darcy answering a question from a listener about her psychic process. Now I'm going to grab you for a listener's question, if I can take advantage of you for another few minutes.
All right.
It's relating to what we see today. In particular, I think you're relating to what we saw with the sword fight. There's a theory that all events and emotions can leave at sort of an atmospheric mark on a building, and that results in energy, might result in spirits. Now in Britain, I believe this is known as the stone tape theory. Okay, it's popular in the mid-20th century, and it purports that materials like stone, like houses, like wood, whatever, they can withhold events and energies, just like a tape retains audio. And as time goes by, these, they call them residual projections, are played out. So if you imagine our sword fight happening, that room is holding that energy, and that sword fight is being played out. So like, as you said, is it being played out on the day it happened? And sometimes I know people say they see ghosts on battlefields, and they're related to the event of a day of a battle or a war of that day. So what do you know about or believe in this idea that events can be kept within materials?
Okay. It's like psychometry, right? You hold a psychometry, you hold a watch, you hold an item, and you can pick up images from it. So yes, I do believe that a house, whether it's wood, steel, stone, concrete, they can hold the events. And depending on the person, like I know people have gone into a house where there's been a horrific accident or a death. They don't feel anything. I think you have to be in tune to it. So one or more people have to have some sort of psychic connection. And so, yeah, I really do believe that happens.
Well, do you think, given our example of the sword fight, are those people, as I said, are they actually the people in the bed? Are people of today being, brought back to an image in time, and so there's a sort of like a portal opening, and they are peering into 1742, and that sword fight is actually happening at that time in 1742, and our folks 300 whatever it is years ahead of them are peering back in time and seeing it actually happening.
Yes, I do believe they are. I believe it is feasible. Maybe they'll just get snippets of it. Okay, my daughter and I stayed in Land's End. We stayed in a building very similar to the Mermaid.
Okay.
And at that point, I was not big into listening to my gift. Okay, I wanted it not to be there. And it at night sometimes was hard to sleep because I could hear the stomping of feet. And I could hear like this clanging sound as though everyone was rushing to do something. And I'd wake up and go, yep, not real, go back to sleep. I was in Ireland, Dublin, with my daughter, and I heard her crying. So I got up and I saw her roll down the stairs and break her neck.
Oh my God.
But it wasn't her. It was another child from another time frame.
When you said I saw my daughter, were you then the mother of that child, her child? And you weren't Darcy anymore.
No, I believe I was the mother of the child that fell down the stairs. And what's interesting is my daughter was asleep at the time. And when she got up in the morning, she told me she had a dream. And guess what the dream was?
She fell down the stairs.
She fell down the stairs and broke her neck.
Oh, you're kidding. Well, I know you're both got the gift, there's no doubt, but that's pretty horrifying for your poor daughter. What a terrible dream. And for you as well?
So, not for me so much, because I could ask the child to move on now, and the mother.
And did you?
Yep.
And would you say, what was the reason that the mother was so horrified she couldn't move on? The child didn't want to move on because they died too early? Are there reasons that kind of
I
stuff?
think with the mother, it was because she couldn't save her child.
Right. She had to forgive herself.
Yeah.
Wow. And did you by any chance ask the people who own the place you're living there?
Yes.
And
And apparently there had been reportings of crying and a child falling downstairs.
so wow. And you didn't know that when you arrived.
Nope.
Man. So that's an event. Yeah, like I that's amazing. I guess I hadn't thought of, concrete and wood and glass kind of holding energy and
Mirrors-
release sometimes.
Mirrors are really good for that.
What are
Mirrors,
mirrors? But mirrors reflect, so how can they hold energy?
because you've looked into it. It's like time. Time has stood still inside of a mirror. That's why I'm not a big fan of mirrors.
Can you expound a little bit on that?
I don't know how to explain it, but depending on the time frame, images from the past hide in the mirror.
And you can see them
Yep, and that's why I don't look at mirrors.
because you don't want to see what's in there.
That's right. Not always my business.
It's not always business you want to see, I bet.
Yep.
Can you, I know you talk about when you go into or go outside even, but you cover yourself in a protective
Yes.
white kind of field,
Yeah.
energy field. Can you do that before you look into a mirror so that when you look into the mirror, you don't see that stuff? You just see yourself?
If it's a place I've never been and I'm going to look in a mirror and it's an old house, yes, I'll put a protection around so that all I see is me.
Okay, because if you didn't, you might glimpse
Yeah.
whatever. And okay, let's just carry this on just for a second here. Would you then glimpse what the mirror is capable of seeing in that room?
Well, that's the whole idea. The mirror's already seen it.
So literally, that's what I'm thinking. The mirrors, let's say the mirrors in the hallway, okay?
Yeah.
At the end of the hallway, you glimpse what's in the mirror. The mirror is only going to be able to give you glimpses of what happened in that hallway, not the rest of the house necessarily.
Yep.
What it sees.
Yep.
Oh, neat. I never thought of a mirror as seeing because of the reflection. I thought it could never see. It's blind.
Nah. The mirror sees everything. That's why I don't like mirrors.
Yeah, I guess that's why mirrors certainly have a role to play in mythological terms, doesn't it? I mean, there's lots of stuff about mirror on the wall and all the.
Yeah. And you think of some of those scary movies where the person's looking in the mirror and they can see the shadow behind them. And when they turn around, it's gone.
Right.
So the
Yeah.
mirror can see it.
The mirror can see. Very good. Yeah, you're exactly right. I like that. That's cool. I guess the idea of seeing has to be equated to reflected, right?
Yeah.
But when you go to the mirror, you look inside, or are you actually, no, maybe not. I'm wrong here. Are you then getting a reflected image?
No,
You're shaking your head. What are you getting?
I see what's in the mirror.
So you're inside the mirror.
Yeah.
So you've gone past the reflected part of the mirror to the inside.
Yep.
Wow. That's deep. That's cool. Okay. Thank you. I love that. That's just terrific. Well, that's been a great session as always, Darcy. Thank you so much.
Okay. Well, you're welcome.
We'll be talking to you again, and take care. Hope you can enjoy these gorgeous lazy days of summer in August.
Well, I've already got just a little bit of red on my shoulders.
This has been a presentation